You've got the pace to win this one. Nico's not a threat now. Get in there, Lewis. 2014 world champion.
World champion!
It feels almost like it was still only yesterday that I won that championship, that last race. It's crazy when you come to the factory, you see the car here, the actual car that I crossed the line in. And so it always brings that memory back as if it was yesterday. But it's strange because the world never stops, it just keeps going, and you kind of have to move on so quickly into focusing on the next year. But it's an amazing feeling being two-time world champion. There are times where I'm kind of, just every now and then I'll be sitting somewhere and I'm like, or my friends will remind me, I said, well, I am world champion. They said, oh, you didn't drive too bad at the weekend. I'm like, well, yeah, I am world champion. and then they say, no, too, and that kind of reminds me.
It's interesting how the team have done this wall now, because this represents 2014, your championship year. And it's interesting to see the different character of the trophies as well. And I wonder what trophies in general, as you accumulate more and more, have they come to mean different things to you over the years?
They mean a huge amount to me. They are, when I came here, it was very, very important for me to get my trophy, because that's kind of the end result of all that you go through with your engineers, through your psyche, through all your training, and then the race itself. And when you stand up there, that's like the proudest moment. It's your gold medal.
What trophy here would turn your head from last year in terms of a race that you feel very fondly about?
It probably would be
Bahrain,
because Bahrain was one of the best races, I wasn't the quickest in the race, and then to be able to maneuver in the way I did around Nico, even though he was faster and he kept coming past. It's the greatest feeling when you come out on top of that. It's not easy to defend and keep your position when the guy's quicker than you on a different set of tyres.
Lewis, I suppose when you see this car, your Abu Dhabi car, well, other races as well, but Abu Dhabi, it brings a smile to your face.
Oh, I love this car. This is honestly one of my favourite cars of my whole racing career. I actually just want to take it home, but they will never allow that. When I came to this team, the ergonomics, which is the part that I can get really involved in, is the cockpit, so the seating position, the pedals. So when I arrived here, for me, what Michael and what Nico had previously was not good for centre of gravity and all those kind of things. So when I moved that, it was interesting because then Nico followed with his seating position and everything. I literally do the moulding of my seat. It's like a shaver, foam shaver. And I don't let anyone else do it because I know how, when I sit in the car, I know where it is. That seat was my first, the seat was my first seat, I always get it perfect every year. I don't know, it's something I really enjoy doing. And then with the steering wheel, it's all about minimizing and simplicity. Naturally all these engineers, they want to give you so much information, and my job is to say, no, I don't need that, I don't need that. I'll try that one, and then I'll test it and decide whether I need it. And then I decide how I put it on my steering wheel. So I have to decide where I want my buttons. So Nico has his buttons in a different order, and how I want to view it on my screen.
Lewis, those last few laps in Abu Dhabi, you had everything wound down after the Nico problem, I guess, and Massa was coming nearer and nearer. But what was it like for you?
He was never really a threat, Massa. I could always answer to it generally. I mean, he was on a softer tyre, but 2007 in China, for example, I only had to finish 5th, but I wanted to win. And I was racing to win with that mentality. And if I knew what I know now, I would have been, you know what, I do have to win, but I want to win the World Championship. I can win the next race. But so when I was leading those last few laps, I knew that Nico wasn't in contention for the race win, and I knew that I just had to bring the car home.
Were you talking to the car? Come on, baby. Don't let me down.
No, sometimes I've done that, but I can't remember if I'd done that in that race. I might have done, but I definitely have done in other times. You kind of rub the tub and you're like, come on, we can do it, we can make it. There is a special bond between you and the car because it's the car that keeps you safe. It's the car that you work together with, to unite with, to to achieve the same goal. So it's such a special thing, you know, and I don't even know what I'm going to do when I stop racing Formula One, because I'll never have that bond with the Formula One car. And geez, I've been racing 22 years, 2,000 of my life, so it's going to be a huge change.
You talk about a bond, Lewis. Can I suggest perhaps there's another one that might be the bond with the British fans as you go to Silverstone?
It's unreal. I think for any driver hopefully going to their own home Grand Prix, it's unlike any other Grand Prix you get to go to, because you have so many of the fans there. You know, they wake up early, they put their top on, they put the cap on, they got the flag, and they're there. That energy that they're sending out, I really truly believe it makes such a big difference. So that's the bond we have, and no matter whether or not we win or we lose, we're still connected in that way, you know, and it's incredibly special.